Now tell me, has there ever been a more deranged, sadistic, hard-edged comedy than Arsenic and Old Lace? Just thinking about it, okay? I mean, you have the two Addams Family films from the 90s. You have The Burbs. You had The Menu from last year. What else is there that is as deranged and sadistic, but still beyond gut-bustingly hilarious as Arsenic and Old Lace? Think about it. If you've never seen or heard of Arsenic and Old Lace, it is directed by Frank Capra. It's based on a play, and it stars Cary Grant in what I think is his best performance. So, yeah, this is like I like to say that this is if Hitchcock directed a comedy. People say that Trouble with Harry is a good comedy, but it's not as exciting as this, and it's not as funny as this. The level of excitement and comedy in Arsenic and Old Lace are through the roof, and that's what makes it such a special film. And it's also one of those films that takes place primarily in one house, like not so much in one room, but in one house. So the movie deals with this newlywed named Mortimer, who's played by Cary Grant, and he finds out that his two elderly, loving, wonderful aunts are murderers. When he finds out what their new hobby is, he just thinks to himself, "What the?" And all of a sudden, as the audience, we're also like, "What the?" Yeah, that's how that's how the first little bit of the movie goes, because it's so pleasant, so happy, but the clash between the happiness with the deranged killings, it's just wow. Plus, he finds out that his cousin is funny in the head, and he provides some extra comedy to it. And there's this other relative, and he arrives to the house with a body of his own, and Peter Lorre is his sidekick. And yeah, you have all these murderers and all these dead bodies, and you're trying to cover things up, and you're trying to turn people in, and the excitement that's stirred up in this, okay, there's not a bit of predictability in this film. Okay, if you think that there is a bit of predictability, it's only because it makes sense for that sort of thing to happen. It's like an element in the movie, a part of the movie, where if you're able to figure out what happens, it's only because it makes sense. But other than that, yeah, Arsenic and Old Lace doesn't have very much predictability. Yeah, this movie is it's absolutely wondrous. It's glorious, and it's so funny and so deranged. I love it when movies make me laugh, like really, really get my stomach, like hardening. And I love it when the shocks actually have me thinking, "What the?" I love it when movies do that to me, and Arsenic and Old Lace is the best one to do so. So I'm gonna, if I could be unfair and give it more than 4 stars, then I would do that with Arsenic and Old Lace. But that wouldn't be fair, so I'm just gonna have to give it 4 stars out of 4. So please subscribe.